So good morning. So my name is Lisa. So I'm from the Philippines, and we are the founders of E-Primate, and we founded RAS-PINAS. So before I start, I would like to thank the organizers for giving us this opportunity. I was having a chat with DB and Andrew, and we were saying how hard it is for people in the aquaculture industry to want to do something and have somebody to talk with. And now that we're all here together, we're very grateful for that. Okay, so I shall start. All right. So through the cycle of trial and error, the team tackled the obstacles that came our way. And as leaders, we take pride in rising to the occasion, proving that challenges can be turned into opportunities. So this gave birth to RAS-PINAS. So we call it RAS-PINAS for Pinoy Innovating New Technologies in the Aquaculture System. So what we do is, we're regenerating the ecosystem by giving Mother Nature time to heal. We are integrating innovations into sustainable food production. We're empowering contributors with positive changes through continuous learning. And we are safeguarding resources by reducing water consumption. So Reimagine fish farming with RAS-PINAS, innovating substantially, growing responsibly. So for the second slide, for the problem slide, in aquaculture, there's so many problems that we can tackle, but we're going to focus on the water quality. So if I'm going to zoom in here in the Philippines, our problem is the amount of aquaculture that is happening is more than what nature can handle. So supposedly, based on the Philippine Statistics Office, yearly we have 42,000 metric tons of solid waste that goes into the water, whether it's a feces or feeds, unused feeds. So because of that, it contributed to the upwell that results in mass mortality in fish cages because the water quality goes down, so there's no oxygen in the water. So fish kills are happening rampantly in the past couple of years. Directly affects the quality of fish degradation of waters in lakes, rivers, and water estuaries. Disruption, displacement, and it causes imbalance of the ecosystem for native species. So in traditional fish farming, the fingerlings, they can get out of the cages. So then the chances of it affecting the ecosystem is very high. Like just for example, right now the government wants to bring in crayfish, and it's an invasive species. So we don't know what's going to happen next because of that. So this is what we do. Common RAS system. So there's a mechanical filtration, biological, sterilization, aeration, then it goes back to the grow-out tank. So what we've been doing for the past couple of years is, aside from the regular RAS system that's going on, then we're using nature-based solutions. So our nature-based solutions is we use things that we see in the environment that usually is being used by normal fish farmers in ponds. And now we are including it in our system. So what we do is, since we're doing the RAS system, then we can collect all the solid waste that we have, and then we can recycle them by using them for plants. And then because our system is indoors and it's not on land, we can control the taste of our fish. So the quality of our fish is consistent. And we do support local fisher farmers, but then I will explain that in the next couple of slides. Market-wise, in the Philippines, right now we are in current talks with the biggest distributors of seafood. So they do sell to retailers and to food services. So just for an example, for retailers, so we have the supermarkets. So they're in talks with Walter Mart, who has 47 branches. They're in talks with SM. They're in talks with Robinsons, who has 150 branches all over the Philippines. And so the quantity that we're looking at, it's still gonna grow because we are very confident on the type of the quality that we have. So yeah. So this is what we've been doing. So the traditional RAS, so the efficiency of RAS coupled with efficient system designed allows climate change resilient aquaculture environment. So that's the most basic level. And then we use the SFF, so that's our symbiotic flora and fauna. So it's a unique utilization of symbiotic flora and fauna that contributes, wrong spelling, to optimal water parameter that enables stability of the system that allows high stocking density. And we have the natural filtration media that we use, like the lava rocks, the coconut husk, the sponge, and for the sponge, And then the way that we do our application of the strategic operations that we've come up with for the past couple of years. So this is our journey. So officially we started 2018 for the technical design, but then my co-founder started fish farming the traditional way since 2004. So from 2018, this has been our journey. So we did our first prototype 2019. So this is just as a proof of concept that if other countries can do RAS systems, so maybe we could. So we did that in our office space. It's a very small area wherein we just built like a steel type of tank. And then starting 2020, we did different types of media and then our symbiotic flora and faunas. At first, when we started that, we were going to use that for, aquascaping. So that's how it actually started, with aquascaping. And then, so that was during the pandemic. So 2021, the strategic growth operations. And then 2022, we had our 2 commercial scale facilities, one for an 80-ton and another one for a 160-ton facility. And 2023, we had some Japanese people who came over to check our facility, to check our water quality. So that's in progress. And right now, we're doing so we got the raw materials, so we're working with the communities on those. And actually, we didn't know about nature-based, or we didn't know what we were doing was nature-based until Ed came to the Philippines and visited one of our facilities. So that was like, oh, whoa, like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. So right now, according to the Bureau of Fisheries, we are qualified to export our quality in our fish and for halal certification. So far consistently, what they like about our fish is it has no muddy taste. And that's been the problem that we've been having when it comes to the traditional fish farming. So the feedback from one of the BFAR personnel is, so if I'm going to translate it, she's saying like if she closes her eyes and she's eating her tilapia, she feels like she's eating lapu-lapu. So that's a quality of the fish that we're producing. So the impact that we have when we did our talk and you said like you had to put the sustainable goals, I didn't know about any of those. So thank you for letting us do that, because now I realize, so we're tackling so many things that is needed. We're not competing with fish farmers. That's the first thing. When we come into the picture, they have this assumption that, we're going to remove them from what they're doing. But then in reality, with or without us, almost done. With or without us, the quality of the fish is really deteriorating. So what we're trying to do, or what we are doing, is to increase the production and make it sustainable and the quality. I think that's one of the things that we are proud of, to say that our quality is consistent. And then we are empowering the local community to create livelihood because of the other things that we would need for us to be able to thrive our system. And securing sustainable and constant supply of healthy, clean fish. So thank you for your time. Thank you.